It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see the Bills leader at quarterback. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Bills and the Eagles, just ahead on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. How about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
Those are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man complete. It's Barnett. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Throw complete right side to Cooks. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And some room to run now. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game. And, gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder in this organization, are they just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way early so we can make a late-season push when we have everyone back? It certainly feels that way, the number of injuries they've had already.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see 4 guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of it for a big play here.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To the 27-yard line. The Eagles at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
York able to send this one through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Third down and 1. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
They'll look to throw again. And Cooks has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 7 as they've got it as we resume action. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, look at the juke. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. Kidd. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles. 1st down, 18 yards. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up the 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills offense back out onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So they haven't been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field. And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The throw over the middle, taken in. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Barnett. And he is going to have a Bills first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. That is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now at 17-13. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable. and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw here. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they'll get to it right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And 3rd and 1 now.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. They were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline.
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So it was 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. I'm not sure that that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 16 more on that one and another first down.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter. And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. On fourth down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. And they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Bills' first down.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Barnett. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught at the 2. And the Bills are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now here's a throw that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were... This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
And he's got it. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point by York is up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bills ready to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if to call him revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. And remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
And 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently. Right? You don't need the big shots down the field. And make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. This will be fielded at the 17. So now the Eagles down by 8. 1:44 to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. That's caught by Ware. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And this is incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Here now, 3rd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices when we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for Buffalo, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.